Robbie Sims, the half-brother of the middleweight champion of the world, marvelous Marvin Hagler, in the ring against an opponent with a lot less experience, but a very tough man nonetheless. 23-year-old Robbie Sims from Brockton, Massachusetts, set to go against 23-year-old Barkley from the Bronx, New York. Barkley 7-1, 5 knockouts. Last fight, December 15th, knocked out Marciano Bernardi in the first round. Sims, the southpaw, as you can see, in the red trunks. Barkley in the white trunks.
And trust me, folks, this will be a lot more action-packed than the last 6 rounds you saw. Both these fighters like to mix it up early.
Robbie Sims has got speed. He's got good boxing skills. He has a questionable chin. Sims working the body very well on Barkley. Good left hook by Robbie Sims.
Both these fighters can get inside and work with their hand speed. The question I think that people are asking is, A, can Barkley unload on Sims and hurt him? And Barkley himself has some defensive problems that he acknowledges and says he's working very, very hard to try and correct.
Barkley in his first scheduled 10-rounder. We saw him here on ESPN back in August when he surprised a lot of people with a fine win over Frank Minton, and then followed that up with that KO over the very experienced Marciano Bernardi. Robbie Sims' 3 losses have been to 3 very tough opponents. Bobby Ches, Mike Tinley, and Clint Jackson. Good right hand got in by Robbie Sims.
Robbie getting off very quickly, as he has in other fights, but in the process he is trading punches a lot with Barkley, and that is something presumably might give him a problem.
Whoa, good exchange. Both fighters getting in. I think Sims got the better of it. They go again. Sims using the right, Barkley with the left.
Sims is doing very well here, but he is trading a lot with Barkley, and I don't think that is what he had in mind. He told us today he wanted to box more.
Well, Sims has admitted that in previous fights he tends to get a little careless, and he did in that Teddy Mann fight, though he got off the canvas. He was down twice in the first round, got up and won it. Sims with great body work against Barkley.
You know what I think happens to Sims is early in the fight he has some success, as he did here against Barkley, and then he gets a little wild and trades punches. That's what he's doing right now.
Sims a great combination in there, and Barkley answering back. Barkley hanging tough in there, but I still feel that Sims is getting the better of it. Let's see, we're late in round 1.
Both fighters have landed very big shots here in this round, especially Sims.
Good left by Sims. Barkley continues to fire, but has to back off a little bit. Good straight left by Robbie Sims. Big round for Robbie Sims.
Great round.
Number 1. Follow Robbie Sims back into the corner, where Goody Petronelli comes out to talk to him, and I think Goody had to be fairly pleased. I don't know if it goes with a game plan, but certainly Sims fought well. Let's listen in.
You get the big round. Do your floor and get the hell out of here and box. Right? That's why you're supposed to box. Correct? That's box. Don't stand still, dude. You know. It ain't a fight plan. You mean Rob? Box this guy. It's not a fight plan. Good.
We will take a look here. We'll take a look at some of the action from the last round. You see the good right hook from Sims, and that landed on the chin of Barkley. The right hook, a good weapon.
Well, as you heard, the Petronellis both saying, Goody and Pat telling Robbie Sims just what we said. It was a good round, but don't stand there and slug it out with him. Robbie Sims, 18-3-1, 14 knockouts. And Robbie told us today he is engaged to be married in November of this year to Renee Costa. And he says Renee has watched several of his fights and certainly has had an influence on him. He says he's working harder, concentrating more. Robbie Sims in the red trunks, Barkley in the white. Sims working the body.
Robbie's laying on the ropes a little bit more than I think the Petronellis would like. That's where Barkley can get to him. Although there he moves away well.
Stumbled a couple of times here.
First round, an excellent round, and I thought Robbie Sims won it. He landed, I thought, the better of the punches of the two fighters, although Barkley did get to him with some good shots.
Would you say there was more action in that first round than in the previous 6 in the heavyweight bout?
I would say that's a safe bet.
Punch out of there.
Sims is the second lefty that Barkley has fought as a pro. Barkley fought Bruce Starling, but he faced many southpaws as an amateur, and he doesn't feel that Sims' southpaw style will present that big a problem.
Barkley comes wading right back in. And Sims answers with a good right hand. Barkley keeps coming.
That's what Sims needs to do. Get off those ropes and get this fight in the center of the ring. That is where he wants it.
Barkley got in a good left hand. That one Sims ducked under. Wise move.
The jab of Robbie Sims has not gotten on track too well, though. There it set up a good straight left.
Robbie Sims, who says he'd like to get another crack at Bobby Ches. Ches defeated him early in 1982, January of 1982, a 10-round decision. Last year, Robbie Sims fought 5 times, had a draw with Murray Sutherland, 10-round draw. Knocked out Tony Schiavone, lost to Mike Tinley in a 10-round split decision, and then has come back with a win over Teddy Mann. Good combinations by Robbie Sims here as Barkley continues to press on. Sims' last fight was October 9th up in Portland, Maine against Charles the Wrecker Hecker. That was a good left by Barkley that stunned Robbie Sims, and Sims has to hold on. As we mentioned, Sims has been known to go down. Final seconds of round 2 as Barkley comes on at the end of the round. This fight, there's been action. Look at that right hand. Sims almost went down. Good right by Iran Barkley. In the white trunks, Robbie Sims in the red. This is round 3, scheduled for 10.
Iran Barkley, I think when he came into this fight, had to wonder deep down in his heart, can I deal with an experienced fighter like Robbie Sims? And even though I think Sims has done well in the first 2 rounds, Barkley is starting to gain some confidence, and Sammy understands now he does belong in the ring, at least with Sims.
Barkley had an amateur record of 30-4. Won a gold medal in the Empire Games in New York in 1981. Sims getting in a flurry with a good right hand. Barkley gets tagged with a right, but keeps coming on. Joe O'Neill is the referee.
The combination punching that we have seen from Sims so often, even in losing efforts, has not been there yet tonight. He's landing one shot, but even though he's throwing combinations, they're not landing as effectively as we've seen them land in the past for him.
Barkley got in a left hand. Sims with a little flurry, and he ducked out of there. Barkley scores with a left hook. Barkley coming on here, landing the bigger punches.
Robbie told us today he's worked hard on keeping his hands up, but he has not done that well with that in this fight. His hands have been down. He's been hit with punches like that.
He's shaking up a bit. Barkley will win the battle of the sluggers if Sims stands and slugs.
Robbie looks a little tired to me at this point.
I think some of those punches have really taken something out of him.
I don't think it's an understatement to say that a loss here would be devastating to Robbie Sims against a fighter with this level of experience, even though Barkley has ability. So a lot on the line for Robbie Sims at this moment.
And Barkley starting to get people to notice him. Can he keep up this kind of pace? He's never been more than 6 rounds. This is round 3. Nice little flurry by Sims. Still in that corner, and Barkley answers back with that left hook.
Break, step back.
Less than half a minute to go in round 3. Oh, good flurry by Sims. And Barkley staying right there. He's not moving out. He will not let Sims out of that corner. Finally, Joe O'Neill pries them loose. Barkley gets in the right hand. And again, Sims answers with a left. Boy, are they going back and forth. Barkley with a two-fisted attack. Comes to the end of round 3. What a round. Fans loving it here. In the ballroom at Resorts International.
How you feel?
Good round, and Barkley coming up with some big punches. Tough to score because Sims had some nice flurries in there.
Understand what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed. He landed perhaps more punches, but Barkley with the harder shots in that round. And Robbie did get the combinations on track, what I talked about. May not have won him the round, but he was able to land those.
Get your hands up. Stop this guy.
Take a look at some of the action early in that round.
Get the short punches.
Nice left from Barkley.
As you said, on the inside, when they are exchanging punches, that can be a problem for Robbie Sims. And you'll see Robbie Sims coming back with some of that combination punching that we talked about. Good right and a left. And for Sims, if he's to win this fight, Sam, I think his hand speed will be what does it.
All right, show him how you come on. Cover up on the jab.
We come to the start of round 4. Scheduled for 10. Rand Barkley in the white trunks. Robbie Sims in the red. These are middleweights. And let's check out Al's scoreboard. Let's take a peek and see who he has in front.
I've got Robbie Sims ahead 2-1. I gave the last round by a pretty narrow margin to Rand Barkley. I think the significance of that round, even more than Barkley winning it, is that he took a little bit out of Robbie Sims, and Sims was holding a little bit. We'll see if Robbie gets his second win.
Barkley in his 9th professional fight, 7-1 with 5 knockouts. The one loss was in his 3rd professional fight, a 4-round decision to Osley Silas. Good left hand by Robbie Sims. Rocked Barkley a little bit.
And Sims took a left hook also that hurt him a little bit.
They've been exchanging. The combination by Sims works well.
Sims has not been able to keep Barkley off in the last round and a half or so. And the pressure from Barkley showing some effect.
Good combination by Barkley. Backs Robbie Sims off.
Barkley has shown us more head movement on defense than we've seen from him in the past. That's something he said he's working on, and on occasion he has made Sims miss.
Past the midway point of round 4. Sims, we know, can go the distance. Barkley, we don't know. It will be interesting to see if he can sustain this kind of pace later on in the fight.
You know what, in the final analysis, Robbie Sims' biggest problem, I think, is that he slaps with his punches. Forget everything else, even the defensive problems. He just simply tends to slap with his punches, and that diminishes the power, and that's why he can't exchange with other fighters. He lands a lot of punches in every fight, but they are just not big bombs. And he's strictly an arm puncher. Does not get his body into those shots.
Barkley got in a good left hand. Boy, this has been some pace.
Indeed, and as with all of Robbie's fights here in Atlantic City, tough to score.
Here they go, back and forth. And Sims, of course, has questioned a couple of the losing decisions that he's gotten here in Atlantic City. Again, Barkley getting the better of the exchanges. He rocked Sims with a right hand. Barkley with the big punches. Sims with the flurries. Round 4.
Talked about the fact that Sims, even when he landed, couldn't keep Barkley off. That was a good example. He landed a couple good shots, but Rand Barkley just kept coming.
Back to the live action. Round 5 scheduled for 10. Middleweights are Rand Barkley in the white trunks. Robbie Sims in the red. Tough battle. Fast-paced and very close. Neither fighter backing off. did have news from the Petronellis, who train and manage the middleweight champion of the world, Marvelous Marvin Hagler, that he will defend his title March 23rd in Las Vegas against Juan Roldan, #1 contender. Again, flurries by Sims, but one big punch backs him up from Barkley. Barkley again. Sims just can't keep him off him. Sims throwing the flurries, Barkley landing the big punches.
I thought Robbie Sims might be able to do a little bit more damage to Barkley than he has. And it's obvious that Barkley can take the best Sims is throwing, at least he has to this point. And if Robbie was boxing more and getting away from Barkley's punches, that would be an important development. But Robbie, as you see, laying against the ropes, exchanging with Barkley.
And getting the worst of the exchanges.
Well, at least in terms of power, Robbie does look tired at this point. Still throwing punches, though.
Midway through the 5th. He's landing on Barkley. Barkley with a big right hand. Sims is shaken up. Sims trying to fight him off. Sims fighting on guts alone here. They exchange again. Blood coming from the nose of Robbie Sims. Barkley lands with a left and a right. Sims straight land, and again a straight left and a right by Sims scores. Wow, they continue to go back and forth.
The hand speed of Sims took over for a moment, but Barkley, when he lands the one big shot, can rock Robbie Sims.
And Sims is hurt with a left hand. Barkley just coming on in, trying to finish Robbie Sims. Sims looking to hold on, then backs off.
Well, this is a tough round to score, let me tell you. Even though Barkley has hurt him, Sims has landed a lot of punches.
And Barkley is tiring. That left hand sent him back on his heels. Barkley loading up, trying to drop Sims. Unbelievable that they're still standing.
And the foot speed of Sims, once an advantage, is gone now. He can only stand there and exchange with Barkley.
Sims is arm weary. He stumbles out of there. Sims needs a rest. He will get it in a few seconds. Barkley needs a rest as well. What a 5th round that was. And they're standing here in the ballroom. In the middle of the fight, the fighters get a standing ovation for that. Unbelievable.
This is exactly what we really thought this fight would be. And what has happened is it's turned out that neither fighter has been able to put away the other, though I think Sims may have been rocked a little more. We will take a look at the power of Iran Barkley. The big left hook in the middle of the round.
Wow.
My goodness. But how do you score that round? Because Sims really punched well there. Flurries by Robbie Sims, and he landed a lot of those punches. Although that was a good left by Barkley.
Very tough. But I think the key point, as far as I'm concerned, Al, is that Sims has gone away from his boxing strategy. Instead of stick and move, he has decided to slug it out with Barkley, and I think he's getting the worst of it.
And that's really the key storyline here, that man Robbie Sims is not doing what he really wanted to do in this fight. And how many times have we seen him do this in the past?
Round 6. Well, he has shown us tremendous courage in that last round. Took some great shots from Barkley. Okay, let's see how you have it scored, Mr. Bernstein.
Oh boy, you pick it. I got it 2-2-1, dead even, and those rounds so close to judge. And this could be a fight where there's a big edge for somebody because a judge likes rounds, you know, a number of rounds that one fighter had. That's what happens in Robbie's fights.
Good right hand by Robbie Sims.
And another good right hook. And we start to think now that Barkley's never been past 6, and his legs look wobbly.
Yes, but he keeps coming. He is going out, and a right uppercut lands by Robbie Sims.
Technique has very little to do right now with who'll win this fight.
Sims coming on here. Rock Barkley. Barkley is backing up for the first time. Sims with a right hand. Now it's Robbie Sims coming on. A straight left.
Barkley looks very tired at this point.
Barkley may be the one ready to go.
Barkley said today, I want to box so I can conserve energy. Boy, he hasn't done that either, has he?
Does Sims have enough left to take him out? Good left and a right by Sims. midway through round 6. Now it's Barkley showing the courage by hanging on and not going down.
And Sims walked into a left hook from Barkley. That's something he's got to worry about even at this point as he attacks.
I don't know if either man has much leg left. Sims dripping blood from the nose. He's still bouncing a little bit. Barkley is flat-footed and a little wobbly.
Very little body work by either fighter in the last 3 or 4 rounds. Sims started out going for the body. Good right hook again by Robbie. And Barkley's ready to go.
Barkley is wobbling. Barkley is down. The count is 4. Barkley may not get up. Let's see. The count is 7. He is up. He is wobbly. Joe O'Neill stops it. What a performance by Robbie Sims. What a comeback when it looked like he was hurt. He turned it around and stops Iran Barkley in the 6th.
For Robbie Sims, it was not an artistic victory because he did get away from what he wanted to do, but it was a victory nonetheless. Fashion against the man in Iran Barkley, who everyone acknowledges can punch, but did indeed lack the stamina and the experience to put Sims away.
Punched himself out, I think, in that 5th round, and early on in the 6th, perhaps sensing that he was tired, desperately going for the knockout, Sims was able to turn it around, back Barkley up for the first time in the fight, and finally put him down, and Barkley could not recover.
The legs buckled there by Iran Barkley, and here's with the hand speed. The thing about Robbie Sims is when he gets you in trouble, he can hit you with 3 or 4 punches, and that's what he was able to do.
He finally wore him down. No big punches, or not one single big punch, but a combination, successive good ones. Left, right, left. And there you see Barkley ready to go. Another good left, and the right sends Barkley down. And that was it. And I have to say, give a lot of credit to Iran Barkley for a tough performance. Still perhaps lacks a little experience, but that man took a lot of good punches. He showed something. He took some big punches and came out a winner. So Robbie Sims is still making some noise, ready to make some noise in the middleweight division. Let's get the official time from Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a big hand for Iran the Blade Barkley and Robbie Sims. Referee Joe O'Neill stops this contest at 2:21 of the 6th round for the winner by technical knockout, Robbie Sims.
Robbie Sims, 19-3-1, 15 knockouts. It's a TKO in the 6th round for Robbie Sims. A big win over Iran Barkley here in Atlantic City. We'll be back with more Top Rank Boxing in just a moment.